week. Now let's move on to our GNC Week 5 matchups.
That's what we have going on?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Okay. GNC Week 5 matchups. First up, we've got CJ2K in there. Forgive me.
This is fine.
You just changed the name. Against the Houston Hustlers. Next up, we got All Aboard and Tar Heel Blue. Okay. Team King versus the Hen Dog Sushi Smackers. January Juggernaut versus Team Wood Pause. Team Lee and then versus Charlie Sheeney.
Yeah.
Looks like we got a pretty good slate of matchups this week. Some not so good, others pretty good. Which leads us to our next segment, which is always a perfect segue.
It's always a perfect segue, guys. I mean, if you just heard those matchups, I don't think it's a question what the game of the week is.
Exactly.
I mean, you got arguably the two best teams in the league, definitely the number 1, number 2 seed going into the playoffs right now. You got All Aboard, undefeated, 4-0.
Right.
And we got Tar Heel Blue, who are 3-1 right now, just coming off a loss to Team Wood. Pause. It's going to be a humongous game. I mean, who's going to stop the train? I don't know who's going to stop that train. Hopefully somebody stops it. For you guys' benefit.
Definitely.
Now this week with our GNC Week 5 matchups, we actually brought in a new segment with that. All right.
Yeah.
This week we actually called in. We have via satellite. We have the owner of Tar Heel Blue, Daniel Bryant. Welcome to the show, Dan.
Hey, how's it going, guys? First and foremost, thanks for having me on the show this week. I watch you guys every week, and I think you're doing a great job there. With regards to my matchup with our matchup with All Aboard this weekend, I mean, I think it's going to be a good, hard-hitting game. It's going to be a hard-fought game, but you know what? My guys are ready, man. They can't wait. You know, you can just tell, just looking at their eyes, you know, during practice and throughout the course of the week, that they're chomping at the bits to get a hold of these guys. They're not going to do too much junk talking. That's not what we do. We like to do our talking with our pads on the field. So anyway, like I said, I know they have a unbeaten record so far, but they both can and will be derailed this weekend. You can guarantee that. Like I said, my guys aren't going to do much talking, so I'm going to have to do it for them. And honestly, I hope Coach Lemmy Jane does come out here talking smack this weekend. I'm pretty sure his mouth is going to write a check that his ass can't cash. So I don't know if that might be a pause statement. I don't know. If it is, pause. So anyway, once again, looking forward to the matchup. Can't wait to get out there. Thanks again, guys.
Oh, man, that was a great interview, Dan. Thanks for coming out. Hope to see you back on the show soon.
Oh, hold up. Oh, guys, this just in. The owner of All Aboard had just called in Jimmy Night Train Lane.
In response?
In response. I guess he heard it over the RSFFL live, and now he's in. How you doing? I know it's early out there on the West Coast. How you doing out there, Jimmy?
Hey, this is Night Train Lane. I'm straight out the bed. I just woke up. I'm already looking at my squad, because that's all that matters. Freaking Tar Heel Blue, y'all don't matter. Freaking whoever you got on your squad, y'all don't matter. All that matters is that you got your ticket and you on the train come Sunday, Monday, whatever day it is, that the game will be over. And when the game is over, what we're going to say over here at Team Night Train / All Aboard, we're going to say, I hope you enjoyed the ride, Tar Heel Blue. Now get your ass off this train. And that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold said so. Yeah, that's right. Stone Cold said that. He told me to tell you that, Tar Heel Blue. So I'm sure, as you all know, that is the bottom line.
Oh, man, that was great, man. I really appreciate you. We all really appreciate you guys
taking the time out your day.
Look forward to seeing you guys strap it up and get on that field this week.
Yeah, I mean, any of your owners, you know, always invite you on the set. I mean, if you feel like you have a game of the week, feel like everybody has a voice, you have something to say, come on, hey, let it be known.
Exactly.
So that was great, guys. Let's see here. Now we got our last, not our last segment, but our power rankings.
Power rankings. A lot of moving and shaking in the power rankings after that last week's performance.
A lot of moving and shaking. I mean, last week that was pretty much set. Now we have our Sony Bio power rank, week 5 power rankings.
Exactly.
Start at the bottom. Hey, my request. Hey guys, thank you.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
I know you really wanted to be there.
I mean, I felt like I deserved to be there, and I knocked out a team that was on there last week.
That?
January Juggernauts.
Yeah, okay.
He was in there last week. I thought that I should have been in the old room, so I'm there. Number 5 this week. Number 4.
Kind of surprising.
Ooh, this number 4.
Yeah,
kind of surprising. He went down from
number 2 to 4.
He didn't lose, did he?
He did lose.
Forgive me, guys. Misinformed.
Yeah, Tar Heel Blue.
That's right.
Yes, lost to Team Wood Paws.
That's right.
Who has moved up in the power rankings after that big victory.
Okay.
Coming up from number 5 to number 3 is Hen Dog Susie Smackers.
This is true.
After that whopping 180-point performance.
I'll get you up the rank.
That'll get you up the rankings quick.
That ladder, guys. I'm just trying to keep moving.
Hey, what can I say? Had a couple of doubters from last week about you being on the power rankings.
They did.
You proved yourself.
They really doubted me.
That's all you can do.
We don't talk much.
Don't talk much.
Hen Dogs with these matters. We let the smacking speak for itself.
Hey.
Okay.
Moving up from number 3 last week in the power rankings to number 2, we have Team Wood Paws. After his big win over Dan, pouring in 154 points.
Mm-hmm. And then the number 1 team in the league,
steadfast.
We have to say it. I mean, the train's moving.
The train is moving.
Choo-choo.
Steady pace every week.
So, he puts up a solid
at least 130 every week.
I think he's averaging 130. He's doing it every week. It's not like he's doing 200, 90. No. You got to put up 140, 150 to beat him. And that's all you can ask for.
That's all you can ask for.
Yeah, he's going in.
And I think what we come to is our FUBU. What were you thinking moment of the week?
Right.
And I think that's gonna go to myself this week. After giving away, arguably the number 1 back in the league. For essentially 2 bench players. I thought it was what's best for me is what I was thinking, but hey,
what were you?
What was I thinking?
Hey, I don't know. I'll speak on. I was baffled. I saw the trade go through. Well, actually, I heard about it before.
Right.
It broke. In our camp, I heard about it. And I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe you gave away the number 1 overall pick, who's. He's solid. He's not number 1 in the league right now, but who's to say he's not going to be, for 2 bench players. But, hey.
I mean, it's easy to construe it to sound as though he's giving away the number 1 pick for 2 bench players. Bench does have a negative connotation, but when you break it down and look at the facts, look at the data, it would reveal to you that those 2 bench players, Cam Newton, namely, was performing as if he was the number 3 quarterback in the league. So he was putting up numbers week in, week out. More production than Adrian Peterson was putting up. So, from our standpoint, we don't think he should be on the FUBU. What were you thinking moment of the week? That's just from our standpoint. But again, we spoke on this earlier, democratic process. We're a fan of the process. We're glad the process worked. We're moving on.
Hey. And,
yeah, guys, I understand you guys' point, but still, what were you thinking? All right, but guys, we appreciate you guys coming out.
Appreciate you listening, guys. And again,
shout out to our sponsors.
Lowry Seasoning Salt, Spice Up Your Next Barbecue, GNC, Bicycle Playing Cards, and again, our good people over at Power Ray. Thanks for joining in this week.
And let's not leave out Sony Bio.
Can't leave out Sony
Cannot
Bio.
leave out Sony Bio.
FUBU, when you send me that stuff, I'll put it on the market. Hey, up until then, we'll see you later.
TVs, 5 rooms. We'll see you guys next week.
Bring it on over.